Hi everyone, and please welcome to the set the 2020-21 Male Student Athlete of the Year and PSUAC Champion Golfer of the Year, Mr. Jeremy Harper. Jeremy, welcome and congratulations.
Thank you for having me.
Now, for obvious reasons, this year was very different than most and presented a whole slew of challenges, but I certainly applaud yourself and your teammates for meeting those challenges head on and having some great success this year. So again, congratulations.
Thank you.
We all know, going back, rewind a year, your season was canceled last August, the typical fall season, along with the rest of the fall sports. But fortunately for golf, you guys got the green light to have a season in the spring. Unfortunately, when that came around, we had several events canceled because of the spring weather, which can't be controlled, and we also played some events that were in different formats. So not a normal year by any stretch of the imagination. What was it like for you going through that roller coaster of a year and all the ups and downs that come with it?
Yeah, like everybody, it was a very difficult year. 2020, of course, was not kind to us, as we all know, but we were able to overcome the very difficult stretch of what we had to deal with in the spring, with following all the protocols and everything, making sure getting tested every week, and it was just a grind for this whole season. We were very fortunate to get it through.
Yeah, I mean, regardless, it was great to see folks back out on the course and competing. We did get to see a glimpse of normalcy when we hosted the Penn State Hazleton Invitational here at Valley Country Club in Cunningham, Pennsylvania. You were fortunate enough to win the home event. The team was able to finish in second. I know in the middle of that round, you hit a bad stretch with some double bogeys, but you still were able to rally and finish at just 2 over par. How are you able to sort of regroup when things aren't going your way on the golf course?
And when I watch pros out on tour, I always watch, like, they're always going to make bad scores out on holes, and what they do to overcome that is you got to forget about it and just move on. And that's what I followed. I followed that step-by-step process. I forgot about those bad stretch of holes, and I was able to string some good holes, next couple holes ahead, and then fortunate enough I made a couple birds heading in, and that's where I got to, this is all said and done. It's just 2 over par.
Yeah, it was great. Well, it was great to see you get your first win. The team was building some momentum. Probably had guys thinking, hey, we're right there. We're ready to compete in the conference championship and the national tournament. Unfortunately, we know what happened down the stretch leading up to the May event. Some of the team wasn't able to compete because of some COVID issues. Fortunately, everybody was fine, but how were you able to wrestle with that situation and still compete at a high level just days before the competition?
Yeah. So when me and my teammate found out the news about what happened, we were just going to be like, all right, let's just go out, have fun, enjoy it, because this is probably going to be only like one thing that's going to affect our whole season, and I didn't want that to happen. And we just took that individual perspective, went out, and just grinded.
Yeah. Was it a matter of just grinding away out there on end of day one, day two,
yes,
or did you need to make some adjustments out there?
First day was definitely a grind because they set up the course very difficult that day. That Sunday when we got there, it rained all day, which was kind of disappointing. We were supposed to go out for practice round, and it was just totally useless. We got 5 inches of rain. It was awful. And then the next day, they go over the rules, and they're like, oh wow, we got to play the ball down. And it was very difficult. There was a lot of high winds too as well. Greens were extremely fast, and
despite the rain,
yeah,
it was still fast.
Yeah, despite the rain, it was just a grind out there.
But you get through day one, and you're going about your business on day 2. Tell me about the finish on the back nine.
So after day 1, I find myself only 6 back, and I'm like, all right, I didn't shoot myself out of the tournament, and I was able to overcome that deficit, obviously, the next day. And
what was the turning point, would you say, during the round?
I would say a turning point was when I started a good front nine score. I was only 2 back heading to the backside. Like, all right, I'm within striking distance. If I just make string a couple pars coming in, and who knows what could happen along the way. And I was able to do that coming in.
Yeah, exactly. I think just 1 over par in the last 7 holes of the
Yeah.
day. You managed to capture the crown with 2 pars on the last 2 holes and take home the championship. That was the 3rd PSUAC individual title by a Hazelton player in the last 10 years, which was great to see. Looking back, what does this individual title mean to you, and where do you go from here? With,
It definitely gives me a spark.
2 more years to go
Yeah,
in your college career.
it gives me a little spark heading into next fall. After winning the PSUAC, I'm hopefully that I can go a little bit further and try to take over and win the USCAA.
Yeah,
And
excellent.
who knows, maybe even get a banner in the gym.
Yeah,
Maybe we'll see.
we'd love to see it. We'd love to hang one. So, well, we certainly look forward to seeing you and your teammates compete next fall when things are back to normal. Congratulations on your
Thank you.
PSUAC championship and being named the Student Athlete of the Year for 2020-21. All right.
Yeah.
All righty. Thanks, Jeremy. We'll see you
Thank you.
soon. You don't have to get up and leave, but yeah.